Hello guys, my name is Georgi, you can call me Gio as well. I'm a 24 years young professional fighter and an athlete from country of Georgia. So I moved out from my parents' house approximately 4 or 5 months ago, and I can say that it was one of the best decisions I have ever made. And if you are still living in your parents' house or in your mom's basement, wherever, if you are watching this video into quiet mode not to disturb anybody, if you cannot bring up the girl, if you are in a constant fear of what your parents gonna say or something like that, this video is for you. Especially if you are from Europe or Asia. Because we all know that in the USA it's a tradition that when people are above the age of 20, they are moving out from their parents' house, okay? But in Europe and in Asian countries especially, it's not very common, right? I am from Eastern European country, Georgia, and I will share my perspective why it is crucial for you to move outside of your parents' house if you want to develop yourself and if you want to go to another level. So let's go with the 4 reasons why you have to move out alone. With that said, the first one is a freedom. Freedom is one of the most important thing for human species. So ask yourself a question. You're living in your parents' house, right? That's why are you watching this video. Are you free? Can you walk in your home naked? So what do you want me to say more? You cannot even walk naked in your home. Such a shame, right? Can you invite a girl over to have a sex? Can you tell your friends to come over at 2 a.m.? Can you go to the kitchen and can you make the food? Okay, maybe you can, but you are like you quiet, you don't want to wake up your parents. So you don't have a freedom, right, when you're living in your parents' house. But as a man, and especially if you are above the 20 years of age, you're in an age of the people are saying the warrior age. So in that moment you are full of testosterone and you want your freedom. So ask yourself a question, are you free? I do believe you're not. So right now, since I moved out from my parents' house, I can say that I can do whatever I want to do, okay? Nobody's going to say anything. If I want to walk naked, I can do it. If I want to have a girl, one call, she's here, nobody's going to say anything. If I want to bring up my friends, even at 2 a.m., which I don't really do, usually, I can do it as well. Nobody's going to ask me about anything, okay? I'm free and I can do whatever I want, however I want, and whenever I want in my own home. So if you want to have a freedom in your life, you have to move from your parents' house. So the second reason is a responsibility. There is a scene in the Spider-Man movie when the Uncle Ben is dying and his farewell words towards the Peter Parker is that with a big power comes big responsibility. And it's 100% true. However, I can say that with a big responsibility comes big power. Responsibility in general is a first step to become an adult. Right now I'm responsible for everything in my house. My mom is not going to clean the house. My mom is not going to make the food. My father will not pay for the electricity. By the way, do you know how to pay electricity? Have you ever paid the gas? Have you ever paid for your water? You didn't, right? You don't know. So it's also teach you a lot of things, but especially you become responsible for all of those things. Recently, heater got fucked up, I was the one who has to fix it. And those responsibilities makes you a better person. It makes you grow as a human being and as a man. So the third reason is a peace. I know that you had a situation when you had a tough day. In a job or in university, maybe your girlfriend broke up with you, maybe bad sparring sessions, whatever, right? And you are going home and you want to spend time with you alone in a peace. You're going home and there is your mother, there is your father, there is your relatives, there is your siblings, sister, brother, wherever. God let them live a long and beautiful life, but sometimes you want to have the peace. Okay, you're going home and they're like, oh, how was your day? What's going on? Are you good? How is the boxing is going on? And you're like, yeah, but I will just go to my room. And they're like, what's wrong with you? Can you behave like a normal kid? You don't like us, you don't love us, what's wrong going on with you? And you're like, no guys, I like you. I even love you as well. But I had a tough day, okay? I had the bad sparring sessions, maybe so I want to spend time by myself. And they're like, if you don't like us, you can move out, or you're getting in the silly argument. And truth is that you love them, of course, but sometimes you want to have your own time, right? So for me, I'm a fighter. I still work 9-to-5 job, and my job is a little bit stressful. My life is chaotic, yeah? So I want to have the peace at least when I'm in the home, right? So that's why I think the third reason why you have to move out from your parents' house is to have your own peace, because it is very important for your mental health. We have a commercial cut right now. I want to have a gratitude towards our sponsor. The Everlast is our sponsor, official. They gifted me this beautiful gloves. I will show you as well. It has skull and it has flowers. No, there is no flower. Ah, yeah, there is a flower. Yeah. Okay. So beautiful gloves. I was working with them with the pads, with the bag. I had the sparrings with them as well. Knocked out somebody. I just had a very good shot, so he got fucked up. Anyways, thank you Everlast for this, and let's move out to the fourth reason why you have to move outside from your parents' house, and that is a changing the environment, okay? So I will tell you a story right now which happened in 20th century, and it always makes me think about how important is environment. So there was a Vietnam War going on, right? And the 20% of the American soldiers who went to the Vietnam, they became drug addicts. So there was a war, the bullets, the guns, the blood everywhere. Everybody is dying, screaming, this and that, jungle. So those people wanted to have their peace, and they hit heroin into their veins, okay? So they become drug addicts. But what is interesting in this story is that when they move back to the USA, they become sober. They have not taken the heroin anymore. 95% of those drug addicts become sober just because they changed their environment. Can you imagine that? So when they came back to USA, there was no blood, there was no dead people, there was no jungle, so there was nothing which could stimulate their need for heroin, so they stopped it. Isn't that interesting? I think you know that the heroin addiction is not only mental, it's also physical. You need it physically as well, but just the changing the environment, they become sober. It always blows my mind, right? So why it is important for you to change the place? If you want to grow as a man, if you want to change yourself, and if you want to become a better version of yourself, you have to leave the past in the past, okay? So for me, let's say I was evolving, right? I started to go in the gym, I started meditate, journaling, this and that. I started to develop myself, right? But when I was in my old environment, it was always reminding me of the person that I was in the past. And I hated that person, by the way. So for me, it was crucial to change the place, because right now, nothing stimulates me to like jerk off or to watch the porn or do some bad shit, to smoke weed or something like that, right? This new environment for me is like a peaceful environment. It stimulates the new habits which I put in this environment. So if you want to become a different person, if you want to become a better person, you have to change your environment, because you becoming the product of your environment. I know it's hard to move outside from your parents' house because we love our parents, right? And also it's hard to live by yourself, it's hard to pay the rent, it's hard to cook for yourself, it's hard to do all of those stuff while working, while training, this and that. But give it a shot. Move away at least for like 6 months. And you can always come back with your parents. So I'm not saying, guys, to go with your parents and say that, fuck you guys, I will make my own life, fuck off, I'm going. No, just have a friendly conversation with them, that you want to develop yourself, you want to go to another level. So have a good conversation with them. Move outside for at least 6 months, and you can anytime go back with your parents. All right, that's it for you guys today. Make sure that you will like the video, subscribe, and leave the comment. And also, for some period of time, I will leave the email in the bio, so you can email me any kind of question do you have. We can discuss any topic. Maybe it's a sport, girls, life, rent, whatever. You can ask me the questions and I will answer you directly into an email. So it's gonna be free. So use this opportunity because it's not going to be free all of the time. Wish you all the best, guys. I hope that this video is going to help you and motivate you to move outside from your parents' house. Okay? Wish you all the best. Take care. Bam and